Hey guys, so we're here on Wowhead, and apparently, I haven't played WoW in quite a while, but apparently they introduced some like social contract. Now, social contract should pretty much just really be part of the terms of service, like, hey, don't be a fucking asshat. But apparently Blizzard wants to go above and beyond, saying don't be a meanie weenie head. So here's the social contract. Also, it says while in Azeroth. You mean on Azeroth? Azeroth is the planet. You're on Azeroth, not in Azeroth. I mean, don't get me wrong. Azeroth being a female titan, I would love to be in Azeroth, but we're on Azeroth, the planet. The planet. It's a big planet. Kind of like when you're on Outlands, not in Outlands. It's on Outlands. Because Outlands is the planet that used to be Draenor. So kind of saying on in Azeroth, that's weird. They should just say in World of Warcraft rather. But anyways, I digress. Hail, traveler, and welcome to the world of Warcraft. And welcome to the world of Pokemon. Azeroth is a living world full of mysterious creatures called Pokemon. Anyway, wait, sorry, I'm getting too crossed here. Sorry. Azeroth is a living world full of. Actually, they are quite right about that. Azeroth is a living world. Titan soul inside. She bleeds. She sleeps. She dreams. So it is quite a living world. Full of people like you, like me. Other players with different backgrounds, cultures, experiences, and histories who have all come together to play World of Warcraft. Every player deserves to have a world that they feel safe in, so please take a minute to read our social contract. And I think they're doing this because, quite frankly, no one reads the term of services, because that thing is just, okay, great, whatever. It's like the South Park episode with the human Sentai pad, where Kyle just keeps like clicking yes to without reading the terms of service, and then he ends up part of the human centipede just because he didn't read, and there's like a part of the terms of service saying that they can take him and make him part of this experiment, and but no one reads the term of service. It's just basically all rights reserved to Blizzard, don't be a douchebag, no cheating, no this, no bots, blah blah blah. While on Azeroth, do your best to connect with other players and make friends. Being courteous in group content can help you and your teammates have the best time possible. Sending a friendly hello message can also help you set your group up for success. I'm sorry, but saying hello is not going to help you down that boss. You can be as friendly as you want, but it's not going to help down that boss that you can't beat. But yeah, I mean, I agree. Nowadays, especially when I go and I try to liven up the mood, but play as a team with your fellow players, whether in dungeons, raid, battlegrounds, arenas, or questing out in the world. Do your best to support your team through your communications and behaviors so that you all can celebrate your strengths, your success together. Assist other players that you encounter in the world. Maybe they need some help defeating a tough monster, or maybe they can use a little healing. Me, I've always gone out of my way to do that shit. If I see someone who, if I'm on someone who has a healing spell, and I see someone getting attacked by a fucking, an alliance, then I'm gonna heal them. There are times where people have said, sat in chat and said, "Oh hey, can someone run me through like Ragefire?" And I'll outright ask them, say, "Hey, I've got plenty of time. How many times do you wanna?" They're like, I mean, 2-3 times is fine. But then at the end, after they gained all that experience and leveled up, God knows how many times, I always do a courtesy, and most people would say that's stupid, but I do it anyway because, quite frankly, I don't care, and I'm trying to be nice. But I'll open up a trade and I'll give them like 1,000 gold. I'm like, that should be more than enough to get you started and to help you with anything. Like, oh my God, thank you. I'm like, yeah, I've got plenty. It doesn't matter. Um, so I kind of go above and beyond just to make, because it's like everyone's playing for the same reason you are, to play the game, to enjoy it. And when someone does something like that, like you ask someone to run you through Ragefire, but then they go out of their way by giving you 1,000 gold, that's gonna brighten your day. It doesn't take a lot to be kind. It doesn't. Um, uh, Also, I've said this before, but like in Sholazar Basin, if I'm flying around, usually I'm in Sholazar Basin a lot, flying around, farming for Saronite, mostly titanium, because titanium is still like the rarest fucking metal in the game. But if I come across Loch Nahak, all the other rare mobs like Crush and the bird that flies around, I don't remember its name, but Loch Nahak is still like the most sought after pet. So if I come across him, I'll sit there and I'll, in chat saying, hey, Loch Nahak's here, I'll give the coordinates, and I'll wait for someone to show up. So that way no one, because people have a habit of killing him before someone shows up, but I've done that several times. I waited once, and down comes a troll hunter, and I waited until he, got, cat tamed, and he's like, oh my god, thank you. I'm like, just doing my job here. I'm trying to just, because I know how sought after the pet is, and it took me forever. I started looking for that pet in fucking Wrath of the Lich King, and I got it only like a year or two ago. So I know how hard it is to get that fucking cat. So just, again, a little kindness. Help answer questions. The people like go to Ogre help answer questions others have in chat, like general or a trade. We are all newbies once. One person offering some help can go a long way, which is true. Again, I go out of my way. If it's something I can answer, I definitely do. Usually I'll whisper them so that way it doesn't get, kind of caught up in trade or general or whatever. I'll whisper them directly and I'll say, oh yeah, hey, I saw that you were asking about this. This is, because sometimes they'll say, oh, where's this NPC? Or what's the easiest way to get here, or something like that. I'll just go in and I'm like, yeah, NPCs, like, sometimes I'll just show them where the NPC is. If I'm, especially if it's in like Ogremar and they're saying, where's so-and-so, I'll just like, just join my group and I'll just show you. Because sometimes coordinates or saying, oh, they're in the Valley of Honor or this and that, it's like, but yeah, being kind. We recognize that the internet is not always a safe haven. With that in mind, please note that the following behaviors are not accepted on Azeroth. And I think it says it down here. Hate speech, including negative comments that target another player's identity, including aspects like race, gender, or ability, harassments, threat, or abuse, derogatory language and behaviors, spamming, advertising. Oh my god, I hate those. Those were really bad back in like classic WoW. I remember I'd be playing fucking BC and during Wrath, and you would just get spam, like, oh, buy gold, and it's like, go fuck yourself, or other disruptive behaviors. Now there are some that are spammy, but they're so classic, like did someone say Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? That's classic. I don't care if someone spams that shit. Like someone will say, bring it up, and then someone will say, did someone say? It's like, no one said Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. And then someone else will come in like, no, I'm pretty sure someone said Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. Or there's the where you take anal and then you put in some like random spell name, like anal arcane explosion, or whatever, anal arcane barrage. Just as bad as it, like, I think I got the anal arcane explosion actually got me not a suspension, but I think it prevented me from chat for a little while, which that was like the first time I've ever done that. This was years ago, so, but everyone else is fucking doing it, and anal arcane explosion somehow got me suspended for like a couple of hours. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, there's stuff like that. It's stupid, it's harmless. But when you're sitting there and you're constantly saying, oh, let someone, oh, you're fucking gay and this and that. It's like, are we still using the you're gay as an insult? Come on. Like I said, we're all playing the game for a reason. Now, I think it's stupid that they're putting this like first and forefront, you know, when you start playing. But again, no one reads the term of services. But I don't think they really need this to tell you to be a good person, because even after you agree, what's stopping you from being a complete and utter douchebag? Nothing. You're still gonna go in and you're still gonna do what you want to do. You're gonna ignore what this says. So like, what's the just terms of service? Have them read through it, like anyone actually does. But there's, it's just Blizzard trying to, like what they've been doing. It's like, oh, we're a shit company with bad practices, but let's go out of our way to do this shit now. I mean, this is something that could have been, if this had been done ages ago, it wouldn't have been a problem. But it's all this shit is happening after they've been accused of sexual harassment and all these other terrible things. All of a sudden, they want to fucking virtue signal and pander. So, if they had done this ages ago, before all this shit came to light, people would have an easier time accepting it. But now it's just them, like, damage control and this and that. Like, see, we're a good company. We care about the players. Just, it's a game. Anyone who takes the game too seriously, I mean, there are people who will fucking outright belittle you just because your DPS isn't as good as theirs. It's like, oh, I'm sorry I'm new at this. I'm sorry I haven't run this fucking raid 50 fucking times. But they're playing the game for the same reason you are, to have fun. I mean, I don't think anyone goes into a game trying to have a bad time. So just be kind. That's all. You don't need a fucking social contract to tell you to be kind. If you see someone in the world who needs help, and this, it doesn't, not just for World of Warcraft, you know, anything. This goes for life. If you see someone who needs help, you help them. You know, if you're in a game and you see someone who needs, you know, is looking for a group, take a few minutes to group up with them. If you see someone asking a question, if you know the answer, answer them. Even if you don't, just say, oh, well, you know, I don't know the answer, but I know who does. You know, this person does. Just be kind. You know, you don't need a fucking social contract to tell you to be kind and not to be a complete fucking asshat. You don't need Blizzard to tell you to be a good person, since, you know, they're filled with a bunch of shitheads. Just be kind. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.